Hi. Here's Catherine Bielmeyer with an invitation for you today. And a reminder, beyond this world, there is a world I want. Beyond this world is the world which you might want. It's a world that you're looking and searching for your whole life. It's not an outer world, it's an inside you world. The realization that everything you thought had meaning is completely meaningless brings freedom and meaning and peace to everything you see and experience. And it brings you closer to your inner world, which is completely different than the outer world. The inner world is heaven on earth, is God, is your true love, is your gratefulness, is your... And out of this inner world, the outer world looks different. But if you are just in the outer world and believing this outer world and living in that one, then suffering and pain is for sure here. In the inner world with God, there is no suffering. We suffer because of this one believing a lot of things and having lots of constructs. We suffer because of all the limitations and fears of that one. But the heart doesn't fear. The heart is usually very connected with heaven. We just require to come back to this innocent child you are. We are innocent child of God with all the gifts He gave us already and the mastery which we are with Him. And live that and come back. So the exercise which A Course in Miracles offers and which I bring to you every day are actually here for you to come closer and closer and closer to your true self, to your source, to your inner world, to heaven on earth, to God, to the point that everything is for you. This is the thought. So today we have 129. Beyond this world there is a world I want. This is the thought that follows from the one we practiced yesterday. You cannot stop with the idea the world is worthless. For unless you see that there is something else to hope for, you will only be depressed. Our emphasis is not on giving up the world, but on exchanging it for what is far more satisfying, filled with joy and capable of offering you peace. Think you this world can offer that to you? It might be worth a little time to think once more about the value of this world. Perhaps you will concede there is no loss in letting go all thought of value here. The world you see is merciless indeed, unstable, cruel, unconcerned with you, quick to avenge and pities with hate. It gives but to rescind and takes away all things that you have cherished for a while. No lasting love is found, for none is here. This is the world of time where all things end. Is it the loss to find a world instead where losing is impossible, where love endures forever, hate cannot exist, and vengeance has no meaning? Is it lost to find all things you really want and know they have no ending and they will remain exactly as you want them throughout time? Yet even they will be exchanged at last for what we cannot speak of, for you go from dirt to where words fail entirely, into silence where the language is unspoken and yet surely understood. Communication, unambiguous and plain as day, remains unlimited for all eternity. And God himself speaks to him, his Son, as his Son speaks to him. Their language has no words, for what they say cannot be symbolized. To acknowledge is direct and wholly shared and wholly one. How far away from this are you who stay bound to this world? And yet, how near are you when you exchange it for the world you want? Now is the last step certain. Now you stand an instant space away from timelessness. Here can you but look forward, never back to see again the world you do not want. Here is the world that comes to take its place as you unbind your mind from little things. The world sets forth to keep you prisoner. Value them not, and they will disappear. Esteem them, and they will seem real to you. And when I say that, I want you to remind you, even that I said it yesterday in the last exercise, that it's not about avoiding it. It's about acknowledging, embracing it, saying yes to what you thought or what you think you see or what you make real, saying just yes from your heart. And with that, it will, when you are truly present with what you think is real, what you believe is real, what you see is real, and acknowledging your feeling and emotions with that. And acknowledging and saying yes to it and being present with it doesn't mean to believe in it, to believe that it is that. That's the only difference. You believe it's real and try to avoid it, and then you make it even more and stronger. The pain and the suffering, the depression, the frustration, whatever. But sitting still and really acknowledging it and being present, total present with what you think or feel. And no storage, just the acknowledgements, just the yes, just the love you bring to it. And your big yes and embracing it. You will see that Holy Spirit starts to help you and to forgive and heal it. And this brings you one more steps to your true essence and to God. Such is the choice, what loss can be for you in choosing not to value nothingness. This world holds nothing that you really want, but what you choose instead you want indeed. Let it be given you today. It waits but for you choosing it to take the place of all the things you seek but do not want. Practice your willingness to make this change 10 minutes in the morning and at night, and once more in between. Begin with this. Beyond this world there is a world I want. I choose to see that world instead of this, for here is nothing that I really want. Oh, this is so good. It resonates so strongly in my heart, for here is nothing that I really want. Oh, transformation happening. So I repeat again. In the morning, in the evening, and during the day, of course, beyond this world, there is a world I want. I choose to see that world instead of this, for here is nothing that I really want. Embrace it and look from your heart what is your experience now. I'm gonna repeat it once more. Beyond this world, there is a world that I want. I choose to see that world instead of this, for here is nothing that I really want. Oh my God, so much unconsciousness. Great. Wow. I see much clearer. So, then close your eyes upon the world you see in the silent darkness. Watch the lights that are not of this world, light one by one, until where one begins another ends, loses all meaning as they blend in one. Today the lights of heaven bend to you, to shine upon your eyelids as you rise beyond the world of darkness. Here is light your eyes cannot behold, and yet your mind, your ego mind, can see it plainly and can understand. Maybe it's not the ego mind because he can't. Maybe the meaning is of the Holy Mind, your Holy Spirit. A day of grace is given you today, and we give thanks. This day we realize that what you feared to lose was only loss. Now do we understand there is no loss, for we have seen its opposite at last, and we are grateful that the choice is made. Remember your decision hourly and take a moment to confirm your choice by laying by whatever thoughts you have and dwelling briefly only upon this. The world I see holds nothing that I want. Beyond this world, there's a world I want. That is for today. And I am wishing for you to experience this world just in reading and listening and listening and listening as often as you can. The world I see holds nothing that I want. Oh my God. Beyond this world, here's the world I want. My heart knows exactly which worlds it wants and which worlds it was seeking and keeps on seeking. Even sometimes when there's a challenge I'm choosing to be more with the outer than with the inner. Where it's painful and suffering. And then I truly seek again God's love and heaven on earth. And all this exercise brings me back to what's truly true. So hopefully, and from my coaches it works too, I have seen a lot of people really changing. Transforming is not the right word. Remembering, coming back to remembering what they truly are, where they really feel home, and choosing it over and over and over and over and over and over. And you can do that too. Bye for now. Ciao.